Hi, my name's Teresa. I'm from Guided by Spirit, which is my Facebook page and generally what I have named my business. And it is so because everything I do is guided by spirit. It's as simple as that. Um, this is my very first YouTube video, and I thought I would share today some tips on using the full moon. And that is simply because in the early hours of tomorrow, which is going to be the 30th of January 2020, we have a full moon. Now, this is the final full moon of this year and also the final one of the decade if you take your decades up to the end of the 0 year. I do because it's always a completion year. A 10 or a 0 is a completion. We've come full circle. And from 2021, we then begin again and we've got a new cycle coming up. There are lots of things going on in the heavens, if you want to call it. I'm into some astronomy. I'm also into the spiritual aspect of looking at the stars, astrology, and I'm also do psychic readings. I'm a Reiki master and a spiritual teacher and spiritual counselor. So I've got a mix of things going on, and I'm going to be covering all sorts of topics. So if you'd like to learn more, including some meditations, which I'll be doing as well, some drumming meditations, all on this channel, then go ahead and subscribe. And also join my Facebook page, Guided by Spirit, and the group Guided by Spirit too, where I'll be sharing much more with you. Okay, first, let's talk about this full moon. During a full moon, it's all about releasing things that no longer serve us. A lot of people say, oh, we send wishes up to the full moon, or tend to do that more around a new moon, where we're creating a new moon's like a seed, we're planting a seed, and it's almost about creating new things that we want to manifest. So if you see a full moon as if we've come full circle, now we need to let go. Okay, and it's all about releasing. You can do this in any way. You can sort of have a physical clear out. You can be cleaning out your wardrobe. Some people like to take their decorations down. Each to their own with whatever they want to do. There are no big rules. But what I would say, if you're doing that with decorations, put some greenery and keep some light in, because we are in midwinter and it's a very deep ancient practice to keep the light going until February, where we start to welcome back the light and the spring. Okay, so let's go back to using the full moon, which obviously occurs about 3:28 on the 30th. Okay, this full moon is very special because it's the end of 2020, and it's a sort of let's get rid of just about everything that has been thrown at us in 2020. But we're not going to be able to release absolutely everything, because as we go into 21, it's not going to magically disappear on the 31st into the 1st. All the things that are going on are not just going to go away, but there's going to be massive progress quite quickly as we go into spring and summer next year, where things will really start to come good. Okay, that's for all of you. But for now, on a personal level, let's all look at what we can do. Some people like to put their crystals out. What I would say, it's better on a windowsill inside. Some people like to put them outside, but if you're here in the UK, the weather's not the best for some crystals that are sensitive to water. This is simply to cleanse them, and it is said that the energy and the moonlight also fires up the crystals and cleanses them too. Some people like to make moon water by putting water out under the light of the moon so it absorbs the energy, and it's all about belief. So if you're a sort of person who's come across and thinks, what's all this about? Then, I will always say, believe in everything unless it's proved just totally not true. So the thing to do is just to have a go at anything to make life better for you all round. What I've done with releasing as well, some people, I would say, is to write things down on a list. Most of us write down to-do lists, things that we've got to do. And we very rarely write down the things we're grateful for. That's a gratitude list. And yet when we start doing that, we're starting to put out to the universe all these positive things that we're actually grateful for what we've got. We're living in the moment, and yet we're just putting it out there that actually we've got this and we're grateful, so let's give us a little bit more. What we fail to do is also write a list of things we just really now need to let go of. And then you can write this list and you can burn it over a candle, which I've got here, which I've got going, and my little candle that my daughter brought me with a little angel on there. And do it outside or somewhere safe, obviously. Or just literally you can burn it outside in a burner. You can do almost anything that you want. There's no rules. Just find the things that work for you. So we're writing things down. I need to let go of this, and I'm handing it all over. Okay. What I've done is I've chosen 2 cards from many of my decks, and I'll be doing some spiritual readings to share on YouTube, and also some live readings in my group if you wish to go and join. Okay, the first card, aptly from the Moonology deck, and it is a beautiful card, and it is called the waning moon. Now, the waning moon is what we're going to have when the full moon starts to go down, right down into a new moon, which is there. So right now we're at a full moon. Okay, and it'll wane all the way down. So when it's building up to a full moon, it's waxing. When it's going down, it's waning. Waning moons are used for releasing, letting go, getting ready to plant the seeds. Seeds is like a farmer ploughing his fields, ready to put down his seeds. Now, this card is telling you, as you can see, we've got snow on there. We've got snow outside. Now, when I see that, especially towards the end of the year and the appearance of snow, especially now, it's telling me that actually we're sort of working our way. We're in the autumn winter part of our lives, and now we're coming full circle again, and then we're finally letting go, ready for the spring, ready for new beginnings. We're not quite out of winter yet. We've still got a couple of months to go, but I'm getting the number 8 and the figure of 8, which is also the symbol of infinity, and that is being given to me by Spirit, who is saying I would give it 8 weeks to 8 months before things finally are much better. It seems a long time, but it's actually not. So this card is asking some of you, what is it that you need to now release? What do you need to let go of? What are you holding on to? Are some of you holding on to anger? Do you know, I'm guilty of that. I'm not, just because I do spiritual things, I'm probably one of the worst humany types too, because everything's sort of very sensitive. I'm a real empath. So, you know, what are you holding on to? Any anger, any upset, any frustration? You know what? Let it go. Let it go. Let go of the need to control a situation, and just be assured that there are good things coming once you let go. Okay. What I would say with people with relationships, don't try to control how things are working out, because things happen in the time that they are meant to happen, in the way that they are also meant to happen. And it's all about divine timing, which we'll cover on another day. But right now, look at what you need to release. If you're feeling angry about someone or something, deal with it, or come to some sort of resolution, deal with it. And if you can't, for now, just treat yourself by offloading it. Just offloading it. Okay? So this is all about now release, release, release. And the card that came out was exactly that too. And hey, it's snowing as well, so it's a perfect card to do. And then get ready at the beginning of January with the new moon to plant new seeds. The best thing is, with this card from the Enchanted Spell Oracle, which is all about using different herbs and plants, and it's almost medieval type of cards, but with a modern twist. And this, believe it or not, is the card of shine. It's time to shine your light. And this is also telling me, and it's giving the months July the 8th, which we came up with 8 before I even read the card, to August the 4th. That is the time frame things are going to start to, you're all going to be shining. We're all going to have the sun shining again, and life will start to get better. Now, remember what I said about greenery, and this is holly. Okay, holly in the house is very, very good to have. Any ivy, any holly, but obviously watch any pets that you've got with these things around. And it's good to have right through till February. And it's said to keep negativity, any evil sort of spirits or things like that away. And also planting a holly bush right by the front of your house, which I did once at a house many years ago, is said to bring good luck and keep negativity at bay, along with other plants such as rosemary. And that's another thing I do. We go into different plants, meanings, trees, things like that. So we are going to be covering so much. With this card, I'm going to read you a little bit out of the Enchanted Spell Oracle book, because I just think it's just really interesting to listen to the different things that it gives to you. The evergreen holly tree has strong associations with the festival of Yule, which we've just had on the 21st. Now, we've just had this grand conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter in the skies, which people have nicknamed the Christmas star, the Bethlehem star. They've all nicknamed it different things. The astronomers in the astronomy groups, it's a conjunction, but it's not really a conjunction. They just appear to meet, and it's just where they are on their orbits, and it's just the way they've come. And there, when we see it from Earth, that's the way it appears. And that's what it's about. Spiritually, it's a good omen. It's significant. We've got Saturn, we've got Jupiter, the planet of luck. So there's a lot going on there as well. So there's a lot of things that are coming to fruition. So that happened on Yule. Now, with its shiny dark green leaves and gleaming red berries, sprigs of holly brought colour and joy to the home during the Northern Hemisphere's dark winter days. Now, this is what I say when people are quick to take down the decorations, as much as we all want to do that and think, I'm going to give it a good clean. Keep some greenery, keep something, keep a candle lit, keep some positivity going. And that's where we get our decorations from, our green decorations that really used to stay up until Imbolc, as it's called, at the beginning of February. So anyway, the berries of the holly bush are considered poisonous. Just be careful. The birds love them, but be careful around your animals if you've got the fur babies like we've got. And yet they're actually, these berries were used in medieval times as a cure for excess fluid and colic. And I wouldn't say go ahead and start messing with things like that unless you're a herbalist and you know your stuff. Again, the spiked and slippery holly leaf lends itself nicely to protection magic and spells that guard against gossip. So again, it's like I've just said, it's all about protection and good luck. The priestess of shine is standing beneath a botanical wheel of holly leaves, berries and flowers. She's clothed in sunshine yellow. Now, did you know that wearing yellow helps us to connect with spirit? And I was told that by a wise old lady during a reading many, many years ago. She sat there real deep into her stuff. She really knew her stuff, been doing it for years. And she said to me, you need to wear brighter clothes. Today I'm wearing my moons and my stars, but a lot of the time I wear brighter colours to attract the vibration of spirit. Okay, right, so going off that, right, this is telling you between 8th of July, 4th of August in the Northern Hemisphere. Now, if you're down in the south, I suppose these dates could be given to you as well, because it's the dates I'm getting it regardless of whether it's summer or winter. These are the dates I'm getting for everyone. Okay, anyway. So it's telling you that there are endless possibilities coming up between now and those months. And the appearance of the Shine card acts as a gentle reminder to stop hiding your talents. This has been a year where we've all had things taken away from us. Some of us have not been able to work or do the things that we wanted to do. or some of us are even changing careers or doing completely different things. Okay. The energy of this card is regal. It's majestic. And when you draw it, you can be assured that it is your time to shine. So we can't get better than that. The moon's going to be shining. Okay. It's going to be shining on the glistening snow. It's telling us that we're coming full circle. We're going to be letting go. We're going to be releasing. And you know what? It's time for new beginnings for us all. And what I'd say is, if you're getting any jealousy or negativity from others, or there's some gossip going on, then you can sort of do some things with some holly leaves like it tells you in here. And this is to put some in a bowl of water and salt, and place the salt in the bowl of water and arrange the holly leaves around the outside of the bowl, so that the bowl might be the sun and the leaves might be its rays. So you're making a sun, a pattern of a sun. And as you arrange the leaves, say, all gossip and jealousy shall be deflected from me. These holly leaves will bind and seize and break ill will directed at me. The light of the sun fills my life for the good of all, no more strife. Place the holly leaves in the water and throw the water and leaves in the garden. Now you can do this with this full moon, letting it go. Put your bits of paper in there as well. Throw it all out. But you've got to have the intention to. It's all right, very well, doing all this and just throwing it out and going back in the house and saying to yourself, you know what? Still don't believe things are going to happen my way. Right, place the holly leaves in the water. Throw the water and leaves in the garden. That's where we've just got to. And then just imagine, as you're doing that, you're throwing away all these negative feelings, all this negativity that's around you, everything that's happened that's horrible this year, and just see everything positive coming towards you. And that is what the end of this year is all about. And that is why today I decided to finally start posting on my YouTube channel and to finally get my group set up to go with my page, Guided by Spirit, and to begin again and to work towards doing more and spreading a lot more light as we go into 2021. I hope you'll all join me as often as I can post these. And as I said, there are many, many subjects I will cover, because when you are guided by spirit, there are no rules. We just cover whatever we choose at the time. And as I say, I will literally be covering everything from astronomy, astrology, psychic readings, everything. Okay. So for now, hopefully you've all enjoyed that, and I will catch you all very soon. Take care.